Hello everyone, I'm Mary Ann Cohen and welcome to Curated by MAC Art. I've been an art dealer for 30 plus years and I own MAC Art galleries. Occasionally we open the gallery and invite in local artists so we can see their work and I can give them some critique and some guidance to help them in their careers. Today we're going to meet Charles Leano.
I'm very good.
Good
Nice to meet you. My name is Charles.
Charles. Well, thank you for coming today. Where do you live?
So I live mostly in Miami, Florida.
And you're a full-time working artist.
Yes, I'm a full-time working artist.
It kind of spans a lot of different things. I see these collaged images, kind of pop culture images, right?
Yes, correct.
And this looks like resin, and you're dripping on top of it, and you're masking, and you're doing a number of different things here.
Yes,
right?
this piece is resin maybe 2 to 3 times.
And you're using...
I'm using vintage, modern, but they're all real comic books. None of them are printed out.
You've sold a lot of these?
Yes, I do a lot of kind of different artwork, but this has been what I've found like the most success from. But I've also branched out to other things, and this is where I get into my prints.
Okay.
So these are monotypes. I had certain rollers, and I would ink them up, and I would only ink them up once. So I would start at a certain point, and when they vanished, or when I felt like they were done, I would take them off. And each roller had its own imprint, its own dents.
Right. So what are you saying with this work?
I'm exploring limits on here, like the limits of the color itself, the limits of the process that I'm doing. It's just kind of a reflection of life. In my eyes, it's just, we have a limit and there is no going back. So you might start off with a lot of energy, and by the time you're over here, you know, you're out, but you're also interacting with so many other elements, so many other people, and everyone's their own color, everyone's their own shade.
You know, monotypes are really cool, and they used to be wildly popular. But today it's all about different techniques, different materials, kind of making it more unique, more special for the clients to look at, so they can look at it and say, how did he actually do this? It's a little formula, a little designy, and I almost feel like somehow or another it could be taken to another level. It's a little bit more open-ended, maybe a little bit painterly. I mean, I think there's something here, but it takes some exploration. This is interesting work right here. Creates so much depth because of the way you're layering the resin is quite nice. Well, I see you like a lot of dripping, and you like control. And how you're putting them together, getting that sweet center point where it's controlled and it's got some lines, but it's open-ended. These, I feel, could even be more compelling if you see the shape, somehow or another this went in and out. Do you know what I mean? Like you opened up areas of it.
I think my most successful one, I had Superman, and he was the one that was most abstract. You really couldn't notice him. I think I just let a lot more, less control.
Less control, more of you, and mystery. I mean, people are doing these pop culture images. It's like, how do you stand out? Well, putting more of yourself in them is really the difference.
Those are great suggestions. I'm so glad that I'm here and that I got to speak to you.
Always we want to try to draw from the thing that seems closest to you. It takes me a while to feel it and understand it, but I think I've got a good sense of it, and I think you're on your way. I mean, you're exploring different parts of it, you're putting it together, and now it's like the next level.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. It was an honor.
All right, cool. So how'd it go?
Went great. I was a little bit nervous at first.
Yeah.
But after that, it was just pure information. It was just a great talk.
So do you think your work might change a little bit after hearing what she had to say? Or?
Yes, I actually already, like, as soon as when we were talking about it, I looked at this work, I was like, okay, so this is going to be my old work, when people were like, oh, this is where, like, before you transform. Yeah. So it's like, you better get them now, collectors, because afterwards, these are going to be the pieces.
It's about to change.
Yeah.